Hi, Ahmed. How are you?
Hello, my Rose. How are you doing? I'm
I'm
doing
good.
great. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. So, just wanted to congratulate on recently landing your position with Navan. Just wanted to get your feedback on the service that we provide to you. So, the way it will be, I have a few questions that I'll ask you, and then you can just provide your feedback. So, can you just tell us about your job search experience before working with Reverse Hire?
Yeah, well, I was new to US and searching job in US market is quite different as we had the previous experience in my country in Pakistan. So initially it was really tough for me to crack the code or to crack the process. And what I found here is that the number of applications matters a lot, as well as just not the numbers, but curating the CV as well as following up with the recruiters. So it's a hell of work that you need to do for in order to
Yeah.
just get the job. And well, prior to that, I was struggling. I even didn't know the whole process. So yeah,
So,
but
like, what was the struggle prior to that? Like, how many interviews did you land, or how many jobs did you apply for? What was the struggle before that?
So actually, before working with reverse hire, my struggle was to, consistently apply on the jobs on the daily basis and on the potential job. Because as a person, I was engaged in much things. So whenever I get chance, I was trying to apply on the applications,
Mm,
and I got some response, but not too much. So you can
yeah,
see that around 200, 300 application, I get one or two responses. That's it.
that's okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's very common for a lot of job seekers. The this response rate that you've shared with us. So how did you hear about reverse hire, and what made you decide to use our services?
So yeah, one of my friend actually referred me that there is a company reverse hire. Actually, I was then trying to. So first of all, the reverse hire was the first company I uh, get to know about, that there's some kind of service that the whole team can dedicatedly uh, apply, as well as help you and assist you to in order to go through the whole process. So other than that, I was trying. So when I signed up with the reverse hire, I also signed up with two other companies. But
Okay.
honestly, uh, they didn't. They,
They
so
didn't do, yeah,
they didn't did well, and there was no result, no interview, no
yeah,
application, no progress was observed with them. So
yeah,
yeah. I think as compared to the other services, what I had signed up, reverse hire was the best one, and you guys did really great. The best part with your service was that your team was continuously engaged with me via WhatsApp groups,
yeah,
and so and you had your dedicated email address in which you and your portal in which I can see the progress. And and the best part is that your team was continuously engaging with me, reminding me with some notifications and with
yeah,
every step that is included. So
yeah,
whenever the response comes, or if the recruiter asks some questions, I don't need it to even check my mailbox.
yeah. I know.
I
Yeah,
so I can I would be able to just rely on the WhatsApp group, and
yeah,
whatever the communications is being shared on the WhatsApp group, I just need to take that action. That's it.
yeah. And I think so. That's the reason why we wanted that is to give visibility. So because this just it's whenever someone is looking for a job, it's already a very stressful state of mind
Yeah.
while you're which you're in already, right? So when you are notified of the progress throughout the journey, It makes it easy. It
Yeah.
just makes it better. It
Yeah.
improves the customer experience. So that's why we do it that way. Thank you for that. So next is, can you walk us through your experience with working with us?
Yes, I told you initially I was working with reverse hire. Uh, I actually initially achieved two things. One is the delegation. So it means that even if today I haven't applied on myself, I know that there is a team who is doing my work.
Yeah,
So so that hectic work, filling
yeah,
up all the forms and again and curating the CVs again and again and reaching out to the recruiters. That was uh,
a
the
lot of work.
job that was delegated to the reverse hire. So I get a
Yeah.
lot of time to, prepare myself for the interview.
So
And
let me ask you this. How much time do you think you saved per week because of this service while we were providing you the service?
well, per week, I would say that around 7 into 3. So yeah, yeah, you can say that it's a continuous 3 hours or 4 hours daily task that you were doing.
Yeah.
If I
So
do it
it's
myself, I spend around 4 hours on that task. So
so
yeah,
4 times 5, that's 20. So almost 20 hours per week you
yeah,
saved in
yeah.
effort and
It's
time.
not just the yes, you can yeah,
Yeah.
20 hours.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. So throughout while working with us, approximately how many interviews did you land, and how relevant were those interviews to what you were looking for?
Okay, so initially in the first month, I think that was because my you were warming up my LinkedIn account, and so in the first month I wasn't able to, get much interviews. But
Yeah,
once we crossed the second month,
yeah,
uh, the the response was exponentially increased,
yes.
and I was able to get interviews on daily basis. So there was one whole month in
Hmm.
which I was giving interviews, 3 to 4 interviews on daily basis. You can say
Yeah,
that I was giving around 15 interviews per week. And
yeah,
so it included the sequel rounds as well as the new interviews, but it was much
yeah,
overwhelming for me as well to just to switch from one interview and the other one is, so back to back interviews were there, and I was really happy and grateful for
yeah,
you for that.
for sure. That's good. And that's so usually that's what we say to all of our clients, that it takes some time to build the momentum,
Yeah,
build a profile and everything. So usually at the end of first month and the beginning of second month, that is where you start seeing the results.
yeah,
So it's a ramp up. It's a slow ramp up, and then it builds on from there.
yeah.
All right. And so how many interviews did you have before getting the job offer, and how many job offers did you get in total?
Well, I got uh, one final offer
Mhm.
from Nawan and another offer, uh, but as I have signed up with the Nawan, so yeah, so another offer just came last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, well, you know that interviews are part of the competition, and
Yeah,
there were a bunch of interviews where I nailed it, but the company wasn't able to give me an offer. And when I checked them, then who have they hired? So they really hired some competent guys from the FANG companies. So right now the market is too much competitive,
but
and
let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that you were looking for H1B transfer?
Well,
Like you
definitely,
were looking for
the
sponsorship?
market conditions, the
Yeah,
uncertainty, government uncertainty is the major factor that is disturbing the market a lot, especially for the H1B, for
yeah,
the immigrants. So right now in the market, the GC holders and the US citizens are giving the highest priority for any job position. Even
yeah,
today, some of the people, some US citizens are, just trying to sue the companies that I am available as a US citizen. Why have you hired the immigrant? This is my right as a citizen.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is
Um,
the whole overall condition. And secondly, the H1B fees and the structure, so the uncertainty, and then the government got shut down. So there is
yeah,
all mess in US market right now. And in
yeah,
that situation, the most affected people are the immigrants. And
yeah. But and that's basically goes to my next question, that you're on H1B, and despite your temporary status in the US, you were still able to find a company that is willing to sponsor you. So, and that is through reverse hire services.
yeah.
And so just talk about that, please. Share your experience on that, like how difficult it is to find a job that is willing to sponsor,
So
in this market right now.
So for H1B people, right now, as I told, that the whole uncertainty with the government policies is affecting the company's decision a lot,
Yeah,
and to which the companies are not, this is not a good environment for the people with which are working on the H1B or F1 or CPT, etc. Right?
yeah,
So in that case, if you have a position, if you are already doing a job, then don't take the risk to switch it.
yeah. I know
Number one.
a lot of.
Number two, and if you don't have the job and
Yeah,
you need a job, then I would 100% say that get those services from reverse hire. Why? Because you can do it yourself, of course, but hiring the professional services like reverse hire can help you to, uh, speed up your
and
process, number one, and number two, to apply to the qualitative and potential jobs that are part of that are the companies that are actually hiring. So,
yeah,
so if you go on the LinkedIn, you will see thousands of jobs. Most of the companies are not hiring. So the companies like
yeah.
Reverse Hire know that which companies are actively hiring, and they only apply for that.
A lot of those companies are, so a lot of those jobs are ghost jobs or they are scam jobs, and
Exactly.
that's a big thing too. So, so let me ask you this question. A lot of people, they believe that, and there's like that they can apply for a job on their own, and yes, they can for sure. But how does a professional service that is dedicated make a difference? So why would someone go for a professional service versus applying on your own or going any other route?
Well, I think there is some secret sauce behind your service that you can do what we cannot. But what I observe is that there is a difference. So, for example, I'm an engineer. I'm good in engineering. I'm good in programming. I'm good in application development. But I'm not used to of uh, going through the hiring process again and again.
Yeah,
And the thing is that in order to get just apply to the job, you need to understand the job description. You need to curate your CV accordingly. You need to format your CV with the standard
yeah,
and include the right keywords, then apply to the LinkedIn, apply on the company's website. If the position is published on another portal, you need to go and apply on that as well.
yeah,
And the next part is you need to reach out to the recruiter, and you need to get the follow-ups regularly. So with only one position, this is a lot of work. And 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 with this current market, I think at least 20 jobs per day should be the work that you need to do with
yeah,
the whole this process. So this is a lot of work, and if somebody get the professional service, of course they can rely on it because they know the how to do it
yeah.
in the right way.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. So as someone on H1B visa, you were looking for a sponsorship position in the States. Can you tell us how reverse hire, so basically, I mean, this we already talked about it, but like basically just talk about how we helped you achieved the sponsorship position goal for you.
Well, as we discussed that there are a lot of jobs openings in the market, right?
Hmm.
But most of them are the ghost jobs, and the other ones are they have just spent their budget on the LinkedIn, and the jobs are posting it again and again based on the yearly subscription what they have
Yeah.
already done. And now you need to filter out those jobs who are actually sponsoring H1B.
Yeah.
This is so I, I I'm not efficient enough to filter out the jobs that are actually sponsoring H1B.
Yeah. It's
Few of
tough.
the companies
Tough.
just mention it on the job description that we are not gonna sponsor, but finding out those companies is also one thing to is it's really difficult for us to
Yeah.
find out those companies who are actually sponsoring. And
Yeah.
secondly, with that uncertainty, the right time actually matters. So in my case, uh, when I talked with my recruiter and HR, they told me that your application came with on the right time. The position was closed,
Ah, and that's Naman.
and yeah, the position was actually paused.
Yeah.
And the day they opened up, they got an email from us as a follow-up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's we
And
do that.
and that was the thing that triggered them. Okay, this person is serious enough to get the job. And so I was the first one in the pipeline once again. And
Yeah.
they just scheduled the interview quickly.
Yeah. No,
And
that's good. That's very good.
yeah. So reaching out the recruiter, reaching out the hiring team at the right time matters the most.
The most. Yeah.
Because in this competition, you know that thousands of employees have been laid off in the last 2 years,
Oh, yeah. A
right?
lot.
And from the FANG companies, from the big companies, from the reputable companies as well. And those profiles are currently available in the market seeking the job. So it
Yeah.
means if someone with H1B and someone having experience with Google or Meta or Apple, now you need to compete with those in the same market and for the
Yeah.
same
Oh,
position.
it's getting tougher every week.
Yeah,
With every week, there are more job seekers in the market who have more experience. So it's just harder to climb the ladder, or I mean, harder to climb the. It's harder to beat the competition. Basically, it's just tough, and the
exactly.
number of active jobs are also decreasing, day over day.
That's
So,
correct. That's correct. That's correct.
so let me ask
So,
you.
well, actually, so in my experience, I just cleared up all the interview rounds or the technical rounds, and
Mhm.
the last culture fit or the round with the CEO was remaining. And in
Yeah,
4 to 5 companies, the position was closed. So the uncertainty was there a lot because the government was, changing its rules again and again. And whenever such thing happens, company just stop hiring.
yeah, it's so it politics has a lot to do with how companies the decision making for the companies when it comes to hiring. So politics
Yeah.
is in a way related to the hiring decisions that companies use. Okay, so what advice would you give to others who are considering using reverse hires services?
Well, most of the people, whenever they go with such kind of service, think that they don't need to do anything. We have just paid our some money to a company who is doing our services. That's it. Now are 100%. Uh, they just want to 100% rely on the reverse hire or such kind of service. I think that is something that won't work out. So you need to work as a team. You
Yeah.
consider the service as the assistants, not as the some
So in
outsourced
terms
company
of
who is doing
percentage,
everything
so
for
if you
you.
were to say percentage, how much effort or this where does what's the percentage of the effort that the this service provides, and what's the percentage of effort that the job seeker has to put?
Well, if I tell you that there were companies where I applied myself, I didn't get the response. But when the reverse hire applied, I
Hmm.
got the interviews, right? So the professional marketing, how to market yourself with according to the job, according to the company. This is what the companies like reverse hire do, right? We cannot do it ourselves. Or otherwise, if we are expert enough, then I would say that open your company and start providing your service to the people. So, so the thing is, if you have some reliable team in your hand, then
Yeah.
you can focus on the things that matters most. For example, preparing for the interviews, because as I told you that right now the people are applying to the same positions coming from the FANG companies. They have more exposure, they have more accessibility and more ex you know uh, a, a great experience with the great products, right? Not everybody has that leverage, so you need to compete with that, and in order to do that you need to prepare yourself. There are
Yeah.
7 rounds of interviews that you need to prepare, from
Yeah.
basic
It's tough. It's
coding to the behavioral to the
yeah.
so live coding assessments and algorithms, and then system design part. So it requires your practice. Not one or two interview can get you the job. So the
Yeah.
thing is,
It's yeah.
do not waste your time in applying jobs. Do your put your efforts in getting prepared in order to clear those interviews,
Yeah.
number one, and dedicate your work, job application work, to the services like reverse hire. And three, uh, yeah, be prepared.
Speaking
That's
of
it.
team, you mentioned briefly about team. How was the interaction with the team who worked for you?
So initially, the team actually engaged me in multiple meetings
Yeah.
initially to understand my profile, and they asked deep questions about myself, my experience, my project, my portfolio, everything, whatever
Yeah.
they wanted to know, so that they can understand who I am, and what are my strengths, and what areas we can that we
You
can
like him.
add in our CV,
Yeah.
or we can apply for those positions according to
Yeah.
my skill set and my experience. So they discussed with multiple strategies. So for example, if we want to go with some industry level or location level, so what are the constraints? Every person has its own constraints.
Yeah.
So, and secondly, if one more tip that I want to give, if somebody is really seeking a job, then right now do not confine yourself with the specific industry or specific location, because
Yeah.
the job market is not well suitable for everyone. So you just need to get out of your comfort zone in order to get the right jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Okay. So, how has your job search experience with reverse hire impacted your career or perspective on job searching?
Well, the main impact is I got the job,
Yeah.
right? So if you don't have the job, then you can just imagine how tough the life is, especially in the
Yeah.
US,
Yeah.
right? And secondly, the process that you guys follow, I came to know that, okay, these are the things I wasn't able to do it myself. So yeah, it's better you do it on
Yeah.
my behalf instead. I just waste my energy and time on it.
Yeah. I think, and then would you recommend reverse hire to others? And if so, why?
Well, of course, I got results. So, as I told you earlier, that I signed up with multiple companies, but I got results from reverse hire. I got bunch of interviews from them,
Mhm.
not just, few, 5, 10. I
And they were
actually
relevant
got
in
more than
interviews?
30, 40 interviews.
Yeah. So those were relevant interviews.
And those were relevant, were relevant with my position only. And yeah.
So with your salary expectation, your geographic mobility, your position title, your
Exactly.
industry.
Whatever the constraints I provided
Yeah.
to the reverse hire, every opportunity. So they only work for your constraints. So how
Yeah.
could they come up with the results which are not relevant to you?
Yeah.
And what's the benefit if something is coming irrelevant? Then how can I just clear it?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, so in order to get your muscles double, or you can have the second hand available, hire
Yeah,
reverse hire.
yeah, awesome. No, that's I really appreciate the kind words and sharing your experience with us. And we're the whole team is really glad that you were successful in finding a position that is relevant to what you're looking for, especially in this market. So thank you so much, Ahmed, for sharing your feedback. Really appreciate it. And
Thank you, Meru. Thank you so much, and special thanks to your team for the dedicated work. And I really appreciate the work you guys are doing and helping people to get the job, especially in this environment and market. This is much needed service that every job seeker should have.
thank you. Really appreciate it. All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Goodbye.